Dana White posts a video showcasing what the MMA experts thought about UFC 300.
What's up, guys? As we rolled into UFC 300, the MMA experts weighed in on what they thought of UFC 300. And for all the fighters that were on this card, when I said this is the greatest card ever assembled in the history of combat sports, this is what the media thought of you guys.
UFC 300 makes no sense. Is any fight on this card 300 worthy? No.
This is the most diabolically disappointing UFC 300 announcement ever.
It feels kind of thrown together. It doesn't feel like the culmination of something big.
We were continually told that it's going to knock your socks off. It's going to be amazing.
What did Dana say about this here? We're going to blow their socks off. I wanted my jaw to hit the fucking ground.
I did expect a little bit more from the company to blow us away.
Nobody got blown away. Nobody.
We need people that know the sport to be running the show because this is pathetic.
UFC 300, the worst promoted fight card ever. Worst put together fight card ever. Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway for the BMF title, which I think is the corniest nonsense on earth.
Weili Zhang against Zhao Yan. China's gonna get all excited, and I don't think anyone else really cares.
UFC 300 will be a disaster.
Are you kidding me, Dana White? The most monumental card that there's ever been. You've had a whole year to prepare for this. Aren't you trying to make sales? Don't you want people to actually buy the pay-per-view? This ain't it. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a regular, decent pay-per-view.
Watching two Chinese fighters competing for UFC gold.
Insane. To be here for this card, I'm just blown away.
According to TMZ Sports, Nate Diaz is facing a lawsuit after an incident where he was seen choking someone named Rodney Peterson, who is also known as Not Logan Paul, in a street fight. Peterson claims he suffered injuries during the altercation, including a head injury after being choked unconscious by Diaz. The lawsuit seeks damages for these injuries, although the exact amount is not specified. Justin Gaethje has no regrets taking the Max Holloway fight and says he's happy for Dustin Poirier for getting the title shot.
Crazy game, I think a lot of people would have, in my position, sat out, not taking that fight and, waited for that title fight. But, I have no regrets. I think I had so much fun. I think it was such a huge historic card for the UFC. And to be a part of that, to be the best fight on that card, is going to live on forever, And again, it was a huge risk. I failed. And, if I would have won that fight, if I would have got a, quick knockout, I would have been taking that fight and I would have had that fight. But it's just the name of the game. I'm happy for Dustin, good for him. Somebody had to fight. I think no matter what, win or lose, it was going to be, obviously if I won, I think it was going to pretty much be impossible to turn around and fight, in 5 or 6 weeks. So this is the way that the UFC wants it to go. And so I guess, I can't complain about it.
Belal Mohammad goes off on Leon Edwards for dismissing title shot.
No, I hate his guts. I've never, the last fighter I fought that, I had dislike for was Sean Brady, and it was just because he was talking all this trash, and it was like one of those things where I'm like, bro, I don't even know you, but you're acting like you're something else. For the Leon fight, then they're trying to avoid me, him trying to act like, downplaying my accomplishments and telling me like I don't deserve it, I never earned it. That stuff does nothing but piss me off, and it's like fueling me with like hatred for this guy, and I just can't wait to get in there and get my hands on him, because right. And I think it's more so Dana just trying to hype up a champion that can't hype up himself, a guy that doesn't promote himself. So Dana White being the promoter he is, I got to make it seem like Leon Edwards, this big guy, this beast that said yes to 3 dominant guys, and they all turned him down because they were afraid of him because Leon is so good. But Leon sucks. He sucks in fighting. He sucks in talking. He sucks in promotion. And when I fight him, I'm going to show you guys how bad he is.
Brian Ortega wants to fight Ilia Topuria next.
One more question
Next
from
for
Matt.
Topuria. You're next for Topuria, are you not? Topuria already said he's not going down. So
I think so. I called that yesterday.
I'm not sure, bro. I talked to my manager today. I said, hey, what's up, bro? Like, what's going on? Because I'm training my ass off. I'm happy that I didn't have to get surgery or I wasn't severely injured after this fight. So I went right back to work. So I'm still working.
That's what I was getting at when I said tomorrow, what do you want? And it's yours. And I'm saying for you to fight Topuria for the world title.
Bro,
that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, let's get a fight in Spain, man. I'm not against it. And let's go. If I can snap my fingers and get the contract and he says yes and Volkanovski doesn't take that fight because I know he's waiting there. He's in line there. You know how it is, man.
Bro, he got knocked out twice, bro.
Yeah.
He got knocked out twice.
What he did. He was a champ for a long time. He got knocked out in a different weight class.
He needs time is what I'm saying. He needs more time to recover.
Yeah, and my thing is if he says no to them trying to rush him to fight, UFC's got a man right here and I'm sharp and I'm ready. And everyone knows that there's
pressure.
I don't think I've seen a boring fight of mine. And I'm not trying to be a salesman, whatever, but I don't get in boring fights.
No, sir.
Either I finish you or you finish me.
Deiveson Figueiredo reveal his next opponent.
Quem que é o cara que te atrai ali a atenção?
A galera tá empurrando alguns nomes aí, né? Mas o que eu quero mesmo é realizar um sonho meu, que é lutar contra o Dominick Cruz. Eu espero que aconteça essa luta, sabe? Pra mim é um sonho, bem dizer um sonho, cara, lutar com um cara de porte como o dele, nome como que ele tem dentro da organização, sabe?
Agora, o Dominick, ele não necessariamente, né, é o cara que vai te levar pra uma chance de cinturão. Porém, te agradaria enfrentar ele num grande card? Você tem algo em vista? A gente sabe que vai ter agora 29 de junho aqui em Vegas o evento do McGregor. Te agradaria, quem sabe, enfrentar o Dominick nesse evento?
Pra mim seria sensacional lutar no evento do McGregor agora em junho. Isso depende a ele, se ele assinar o contrato, eu tô pronto. Eu quero lutar com ele e quero realizar essa luta.
Agora, Deiveson, dentro da prateleira dos caras que podem te levar uma chance pelo cinturão, quem que você acha que faria sentido ali? Piotr Jan, Cody Sanhagen, Marlon Vera?
Cara, eu continuo batendo na tecla do Dominick Cruz pelo nome que ele tem, pela história que ele tem dentro da organização. Eu acho que ele é um cara que pode me levar a uma disputa de cinturão.
TJ Dillashaw supported Cody Garbrandt during UFC 300 and believes that Cody has become less confident in himself.
I didn't expect it. I thought Garbrandt was going to get the win. I think he's the all-around better athlete. Garbrandt's got power. He's just so fast. He's like the fastest person I've ever trained with, fought against, insanely fast. Like his fast twitch is crazy. I thought that he'd get the win. I was hoping he'd get the win. I was actually rooting for him, even with all the bullshit drama going on between him and us fighting each other. I hate to see a fighter lose his confidence, and when you lose your confidence, your skills go downhill. If you're not going to believe in yourself when you get in there, then you're not going to be able to do what you could do to the fullest. I thought Cody was going to get this fight. The first round, he looked good. Man. He's cautious, right? Which he kind of has to be because of the way his career's been panning out recently. He's almost being too cautious. I mean, obviously, I understand why he's doing it. He doesn't want another knockout. But when he's his best is when he's fighting, when he fought Dominick Cruz. When he's just feeling the flow, confident in his skills, confident in his power, and he's not worried.
One thing everybody wanted to understand was with a guy like Cody, who has such a seasoned vet, such a seasoned career, why he wouldn't just kind of just attack more.
It's funny. It's like, damn him if he does, damn him if he doesn't. I mean, that's why they were talking so much shit about him when after I beat him and I knocked him out twice and he fought emotional and he fights that way, but that's just kind of who he is. By him being aggressive, he unfortunately doesn't have a chin anymore, and people have seen that. He can get cracked. He's gotten knocked out. After I beat him, he got knocked out a few more times. And so everyone was ridiculing him for getting knocked out and for being overly aggressive, not having a good defense. And now they want to hate him for being too defensive. I do agree that there needs to be an in-between, but it's better to win this fight and be a little bit more on the safer side rather than just go guns a-blazing looking for the knockout and get knocked out yourself.
So I'm going to tell you, when you get knocked out, and sometimes it plays in the back of your mind, you can get kind of gun shy. And maybe that's what's going on with him a little bit.
It's 100% what's going on.
Yeah.
That's 100% what's going on. I mean, that's why, like I said, he lost his confidence, unfortunately, because the guy's a fucking killer. He's super fucking fast. He's got power. His wrestling's amazing. He could be a world champion.
Yeah, he let him off the hook so many times in this fight.
Yeah. Again, I think it's that losing that confidence in your chin.